What you want? Oh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here live via StreamYard, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live, man. We're in the virtual booth. We appreciate everybody jumping in and joining us for a little bit of sports talk as always, man. Right now, man, like I said, man, I'm in the virtual booth. My main man, Miles T. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's happening, man? What's happening? Tonight's the night the king will rise again.
Oh,
the king will rise again.
Yeah, you. I know you. I know you're a little nervous over there. I can tell.
Not real. I promise you, I'm not. That would be if AD wasn't playing. I would have been a little nervous, but he's playing, so I think we're good.
Well, he's getting poked in the eye and getting carted off in wheelchairs and stuff. See that I'm about to put Anthony Davis on Paul Pierce dramatic level status. Yeah, because that is getting.
That was, buddy.
I'm like a wheelchair AD for real, a wheelchair. But anyway, we'll see. We'll get into that later. We will definitely get to that later. But
you leave all day alone.
Oh, street clothes.
All day. Leave all day alone.
That's not all. No, he don't deserve. No, he did not earn that all day title at all. No, sir. That's Adrian Peterson. But yeah, man. Look, it's winding down. Just about half the Eastern and Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
summed up. A lot of exciting stuff going on. So we could just go ahead, man, and kick into things. So on the West, we had the Nuggets blow out the Phoenix Suns last night, 125-100, to wrap up that series. Suns were trying to force a game 7. They got a big win the other night, but they just didn't have enough, really the bench and stuff to compete with Denver. DeAndre Ayton was out for last night's game. Chris Paul, we know with the groin injuries, has been out as well. But just curious to get your thoughts on, that series and just how the Nuggets were able to close it out. And how you feel? And then I guess the direction of the Suns for next year.
Talking
about shopping Chris Paul.
They better because he can't. I mean, you might as well get something out of him while you still can, while he's still playing at a high level.
If they can really get too much.
If they can, yeah. I mean, hey, LeBron will take him over there, get him at a different kind of price or something. I don't know. He'll find somewhere. He's a player, an NBA player of operations or something like that. So he know people and stuff like that. I think that what I'm talking about. Just like the whole league operations guy or something like that. But
you talking about Chris Paul?
Yeah, Chris Paul.
He's Players Association.
Players Association. Okay. Yeah. And so he's going to have communications with people, so definitely we're gonna see about that. But I'm sure he still owe a lot of money, so he's gonna have to. He's almost in the same situation as like a Russell Westbrook with the Lakers this year.
Yeah,
well, like the Lakers this year. So try to find the way to get rid of them if they're going that far. But I definitely would have liked to see him with KD and Booker throughout the whole series, but I still didn't think uh, they was deep enough anyway. Just for his bench and help and stuff like that. So Denver definitely was a way deeper team. They didn't have nobody that could stop Jokic. I mean, Jokic was getting. I mean, what's it? Ayton. He
Yeah.
didn't. I mean, I think Jokic averaged a triple double, didn't he? Just about. I mean,
Yeah, and especially with Aiden not playing the last game, they were attacking the paint. Like it was nothing nothing that they could do on the inside. Like they were not stopping him.
No,
they were getting whatever.
It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close.
No,
but I like you. We already said about KD. He once again showed that he's not a leader. He once again showed this is he's not a leader. Even Devin Booker, I mean, a closeout game, and you getting blow. I think it was a home game too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a home game.
Yeah,
and you 12 points. Devin Booker, you been getting 38 and 40 and 36 all the other games, but the closeout game you getting only 12. KD only got 23. If you're the Suns and your favorite player and your best player on the court that night with the most points was Cameron Payne, you're not going to win that game. You're not going to win. That's not going to happen. So that's what I got out of the Suns, and we'll see what happens next year with them. They got to make some moves, man. They got to pull a Rob Pelinka type move off season. You know what I mean? Bring in about 3 guys and make your bench deeper and stuff. So we'll see what they can do with that. But for the other side, Denver, they are who I thought they were. Denver's going to be a good matchup for the Lakers because I'm already proclaiming it. And I'll give you can't never count Golden State out. I just think LeBron knows tonight. I'm jumping to the other game. My bad, but LeBron knows he don't. LeBron he got so much experience playing the Warriors. He knows you do not want to go back to Golden State for a 7 game. You don't want to do that. And he's telling. I guarantee you, I put money on it that he's telling that team. He said we need to close them out tonight. Let's not go back to the Bay. No, don't do that.
I'm telling you.
I wouldn't do it. I would want to close them out tonight. Just give me everything you got tonight. We can't do this. No.
But honestly, and just real quick about the Nuggets and the Suns. Like I just, like I said, like I like the Nugget. I mean, I like the Suns. When they were playing together, I did like what I was seeing. How Book and Katie were balling, and then Chris Paul was doing his thing before he got injured. But at the end of the day, I just didn't feel like, regardless if they were to get past it, I don't know. I just didn't think that they had a deep enough team to win the finals.
Yeah,
it was
going. Even if they did get past Denver, I think they still would have lost to the Lakers or Golden State. Yeah.
And see, I think that, and we were talking about this. You can't expect Devin Booker and Kevin Durant to score 45 plus a game to win. Like you can't every game. Like you cannot. Like eventually they were going to get gassed out. Eventually they're going to get tired. Like and you can see it. You can see it after. I mean, because at the beginning of the series they went so hard. Like 40.
They had to. They ain't deep enough.
Like. And when you exert that much energy in a 7-game series, that gets tiring. I don't care what nobody says. Like, even if you have a day off, like you eventually your shots are not going to fall. So,
that's fatigue. Like you said, that's fatigue. Yeah.
It definitely set in. It definitely set in. And Kevin Durant, like I say, he can't do it on his own, obviously. And that's what
he said. He said
no. I'm saying we knew that he wasn't going to be able to beat this Denver team like on his own. Yeah, with him and Book, I mean, they made it interesting, but I don't know, man. DeAndre Ayton wasn't even playing that well the last couple games anyway, so they really got the life like sucked out of them when they were in Denver and they got blown out. That's where it really hit home. Like that game 5 when they ran them out of the gym.
Yeah.
And then that's what took the life out of them right there. But
they're basically Denver's just the better team overall. That's all.
Yeah, they're just the better team. And then you know, we just got to understand, you know, with the Suns, they just put this team together. They haven't really played together that at all, really that not long enough to be able to seriously, you know, make that stamp on the NBA Finals run just yet. So they still have to get some pieces around. They still need to get some more shooting on the bench. I mean, they need to get some better production, you know, obviously. So because they gave up a lot to get Kevin Durant. So
yeah, they gave up they gave up 3 of their decent role players. What, Cameron Johnson and
Cam Johnson, Crowder.
Yeah. It was 2 more too. I can't remember. It was 2 more guys. I'm like, dude, you gonna do that for one? I know Kevin Durant supposed to be a bad boy, but golly, man,
Kevin Durant, bro. I mean, it's Kevin Durant.
They was counting on that. Was bad. I think that was bad for the team. I understand, like the coaches and the players, but that was bad office work, front office. They should have organized that a little bit better. You know what I mean?
He's held on to one of those guys.
Yeah,
they should have held their ground and like probably hold on to at least you. You gotta remember, you need some shooting now.
Yeah,
got that like off your bench. They forgot that, but. You know, fast forward into, you know, to the Lakers in the Warriors series, you know, obviously you saw the Warriors, you know, get a big win at home. And like you said, now the pressure is on right now in LA. And I understand what you're saying that, yeah, LeBron has the experience and everything like that. But it's really what's around him. Are they going to step up? Because if anybody can come back and force it, it's the Warriors. Like, but they are going to be they might be without Andrew Wiggins. I know he might not be healthy because he has that rib injury.
He's gonna play.
He'll probably play, but he might not be that effective, depending on. So it just depends. Especially got to see what happens when he takes contact. But I don't expect Steph Curry had 2 bad shooting games in a row, and I don't expect that to happen. So, and Clay has been pretty quiet. I don't expect that to happen for long. So, that's why
they're definitely gonna have their They're gonna definitely be on their championship mode tonight for sure.
Yeah. That's why I feel like Golden State is going to force the Game 7 just because with their backs against the wall, they have showed up and they have that experience there too on their roster. I think collectively they have a little bit more experience than what the Lakers have, just because they've had multiple guys in this situation before. Let
me ask you this: if they lose, do you think they're gonna break it up, or they still gonna like maybe Draymond or something, all the stuff he's been into and getting into?
You got to break it up. I mean, you got
at least reevaluate it or something. Just look at it or something.
I think if anybody would go. I mean, it's going to be between Poole and Draymond.
Well, Poole just got his contract this past year, so I would. If anybody,
it would be Draymond, if anything, because Draymond, he's good energy wise, but he's also a liability.
Yeah.
as many times he gets in foul trouble, he gets technical fouls, he costs the team a lot. Like when he's
get ejected.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I think if they don't win, somebody's gonna go, and it's probably gonna be Draymond.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I think that they would be okay without Draymond, and they can go find a guy that can actually score.
Well, Draymond, he was aggressive last game. That's why
he was aggressive. He definitely.
But you ain't gonna get that all the time with him. You're not gonna get that consistent.
Right. You know, Draymond is not. I mean, like I said. From an energy standpoint, from a leader standpoint, like Draymond has that. Like he possesses that quality. Like he is a leader. You know, we may not like him.
How he leads,
But he definitely is the one who will. It doesn't matter what name is on the back of your jersey. he'll tell you come here, and he's gonna tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? So he is the energy, and he was for a long time like that nucleus of that team, of those championship teams. So, but I just think that, the older you get, obviously, he can't contribute as much.
Yeah.
So
if you think about it, they're getting old now. Well, Draymond's about 34, Curry's 35,
but Curry is gonna be straight though.
Oh yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'm just saying they're just getting older for that nucleus of players. They're just like.
And now Clay, Clay's production is kind of like going down. Like the series, he's not shooting his best, and that's why I said like they're due for one of those games where they both light it up from three. You know what I'm saying? Like I just you really got to take advantage of them when they're not shooting the ball really well, because you know that they can have that game. All they got to see is one go in or two go in like consecutively, and then it's like lights out from there. So
sure.
I think it's going to be a good game tonight. I definitely think
think that. I think it's going to be. I think the Lakers make a statement. I think they win by 8 to 10 points, and they're going to go into because LeBron, I'm sure he wants like a day. I think the other game, the series starts Monday, I believe, Tuesday.
Let me see. If they were to win tonight, the series would start on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. So LeBron's going to need that rest, and all of them, AD, all that. So LeBron knows this is the night you got to knock out Golden State, because Golden State, if you let them go Game 7, that's the game you need to worry about Steph and them going off. That's the game you need to worry about, because even the role players shoot better at home. So Steph and Clay are. So so that's just automatic. It's just so you don't want to put yourself in that situation. You already know.
Yeah. I think that the Warriors are going to force the issue tonight, and I think that they're like how they almost won at home. They lost that tight game in LA the first time. I think they win a tight game this time.
You don't want to see the king, because you already know if he win this championship this year, he's right.
Miles
breathing right down his neck.
I told you the Lakers not winning the championship. I don't care if they win this series or not. They're not winning the championship, bro. They're not beating Denver regardless. So
you must go ahead.
Regardless of what happens, bro, they're not beating the Denver Nuggets.
Jokic can't do nothing with no Anthony Davis when he's healthy. Can't do nothing.
The fact that we got to say when Anthony Davis is healthy every time we mention Anthony Davis's name,
that's true.
That's hilarious. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm not worried about none of that people be talking about. Oh, Anthony Davis. All right, cool. Anthony Davis. show me a healthy Anthony Davis. We can't really find that for more than, I don't know, a quarter. So
he'll go out holding something for a minute. Yeah. Elbow, shoulder, neck, ear, something.
Jokic is a force, bro. I'm telling you. I get it. But Jokic is a force. And they got the role. They have the role players. They got the bench. They got a squad over there in Denver. So
they're familiar with them too now, because you remember the Lakers played them in the Western Conference Finals when they won in the bubble. So they're familiar with Jamal Murray.
The bubble. I guess that was what 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
3 years ago. I think 3 years ago. 3 or 4, yeah.
And then at that time, everybody got like 3 months of rest off, right? It was so that I don't.
So there's no advantage for anybody. It's just everybody should be well rested.
I mean, it was more of an advantage for
LeBron because he's older.
Anybody, I feel like.
Okay.
For him, yeah.
No.
Because if you go straight into that, like how it is now, you only get a day or two rest. You go straight into that. It's not. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like now. I mean, this is a different Denver team now than that.
But their key pieces are still the same. They're 3 key. I don't think they had Aaron. I don't think they had Aaron Gordon back then. Though.
They got Aaron Gordon. They got KCP.
Well, KCP was on that Lakers team that beat them that year.
They got Bruce Brown. They got some. They got some players. So I don't know. I don't think Denver's too worried about who they would play. Honestly, I don't think they're really worried about either the Warriors or the Lakers just because of the way that they can match up against anybody. I don't know. I just don't think that they're fearful of any other team.
I don't think they're definitely not fearful. I just think the Lakers would be a better matchup for the. I'm talking about like a better matchup to watch. I ain't talking about like a better team.
Oh yeah, I was about to say because I feel like they would rather play the Lakers than the Warriors just because they're having to deal with like Steph and Clay, and I don't know. I just feel like they would rather play.
KCP's pretty decent on defense. He's a good defender. So
I think
he showed out last night. He had 21 points. He showed out last night.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know. I think Denver. I think it would be.
That's safe.
I don't know. I think either of those matchups would be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
But Denver's not worried. They're not worried. They're not worried.
I don't think they want to see. I don't think they want to see LeBron though in that Western Conference Final.
Bro,
I don't think they want to see him. We want LeBron. No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
It ain't like
I don't think they want Steph either.
Steph and Clay.
I think they got the size over Jokic should kill them on that offensive rebounding and all that stuff. He's averaging a triple-double. So they'll have the size with Aaron Gordon and their length underneath. And I think they still don't they still got JaVale McGee?
No.
Yeah. They don't have JaVale McGee coming off the bench?
No, JaVale hasn't played. I don't even know.
He played with Phoenix last.
Yeah, I was about to say JaVale isn't playing, but I mean they still got the size regardless. But
yeah,
and Michael Porter Jr. is balling. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that they're. It doesn't matter who they play. I just think that they have the team that could beat either or.
Oh, yeah, definitely that for sure.
So I don't know, but we definitely will see. I mean, they put in the work. It would be cool to see, them against either team. Honestly, yeah. I just feel like I think that the Warriors are just gonna force the issue more tonight, and I think it's just more pressure to win at home. As we can see, our boy James Harden, you know what I'm saying? Harden did his thing and took that L at home in perfect James Harden fashion.
Yeah.
Failed to close it out. So,
Maxey and Embiid had 26 apiece. They came and showed up.
Oh man. The
one that let them down, all them turnovers. I think one time it was like 4 minutes left or 5 minutes. Don't remember the time, but they wasn't down by that much. I looked like he had a layup and he kicked it out to PJ Tucker. And I'm like, dude, why you just take that layup? What are you doing? I'm like, that was just dumb. I'm like, sometimes he just don't. I don't. In critical moments, in critical games like playoff games, you can't count on him, man. You can't count on him.
He said what we said. I don't care what they did in game one, or in I don't care until they show me. James Harden got to show me. Like I'm sorry, like. That was the perfect game. You're in a position to close the championship, one of the favorites to win the championship out at home, and you can't get it done.
And the champ and what? Jason Tatum had
3 points.
3 points going into the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown only had 19 on the game. They both played didn't that good. When that's once again like what's his name, Cameron Payne we was talking about a while ago.
Yes.
If he's your favorite, if he's your best, the top scorer, they shouldn't win that game. And Marcus Smart was their top scorer in that game with 24. So Boston wasn't supposed to win that game. They weren't supposed to win that game. Yeah. So
absolutely not. There's no way they're supposed to win that game. But we looked up and they were it was doggone near tied going into the fourth.
Yeah, so
And
that
I'm
was
like,
their chance. I think Philly's done.
yeah, Philly might be done. James Harden and Embiid are going to have a historic performance.
Maxey too. Maxey got to did what he do too.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Maxey because Tyrese Maxey is pretty consistent. You know,
yeah,
he's the one the player on that team. I'm not worried about him because he does his thing
defensively and offensively. Yep.
Yes, Tyrese Maxey has been consistent across the board. Like he has not really disappointed me at all watching his game. I mean, I think he has the whole package pretty, you know, whenever he's out there doing his job. I mean, I think he plays his game really well.
And Harris too.
Tobias Harris always a solid player. And I know
he's solid, but he ain't consistent all the time. He ain't consistent.
I know you gotta rock with Tobias no matter what.
Yeah, it's a Tennessee boy, a Tennessee guy. So but yeah, he could show up. You can't count on him every night to give you like no 20 or nothing, like 25, nothing like that. But
yeah,
he'll hold his end of the side down on defensively and offensively. So, but we'll see with that, man. It's gonna be interesting. That feeling. Like you said, I think they might play good, but I think James Harden's gonna be that dude that make a pivotal wrong play or turnover or something that's gonna cost them something, man. I just don't trust it. And he better not hope he loses his job over this, because just like Skip said, I don't even see Doc make adjustments though. Just like Skip Bayless said this morning, they can be down by 10 or up by 10. He just got the same body language sitting over there and just letting them coach. Just like they said, Joel Embiid didn't touch the ball the last 4 minutes of the game. Not one touch.
Nope. That's
coaching. I'm like, dude, y'all give Embiid beat ball now. Give it to him. What y'all doing, man?
Hey, man, look.
Yeah, I don't get that.
No, sir. But hey, look, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back, and we're going to give y'all some inspiration, and we're going to jump back into our playoff talk with the NBA, because we're going to tell y'all who we think will close it out
at the East. Yep.
In the East, and then we'll talk Miami and the Knicks, because that game's going on right now.
And it's a good one, too.
Yeah, it's turned into a pretty good matchup, man. So we'll be right back, man. Keep it locked right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back. The No Sports Talk Show live via StreamYard, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live, man. Again, we appreciate everybody jumping in and joining the show tonight and giving us some time to talk, some sports talk, man. And as always, man, we got to transition from sports talking in. We got to do some inspiration, man. We always like to give y'all some inspiration. You know, it's been a long week. Been some ups, been some downs, but ultimately, man, we made it. We are here. So, thank God for that. And, just wanted to, read something for y'all. I've been saving like a lot of different like messages in my phone. So this is one of the newer ones that I saved. It says, God has a perfect plan for your life. There will be tough days. You will get tired, but trust his ways and his perfect timing. Your blessings are coming, and while you're waiting, know that your prayers can make a big difference. Pray, wait, and trust. So, those are, obviously some powerful words that can apply to all of us. And, me, you, Miles, obviously, and everybody that's tuning in and listening, man. We are always remember that, like I said, his timing is not our timing, but it's always the right time. And so while we're in that waiting season, you know, whatever it is that we're trying to wherever it is that we're trying to achieve, or whatever it is that we're trying to get to, he may answer the prayer. You know, he may say yes, no, or not yet. You know, those are all answers. So in even in his no's and in his maybes, you know, those times where he doesn't say yes, we have to trust that, you know, and know that he has our best intentions and knows what we are and aren't ready for. And everything that happens, you know, in our lives is a reason. So see the blessing in not getting everything that you ask God for, because it's a reason why. And I feel like we're all in a waiting season for something, you know, regardless of if we feel like we're where we're at. You know, we're all at a point in place. I think that, you know, it's that time where we're waiting on God to do something, you know, new in our lives. We're expecting something, and there's nothing wrong with expecting it. Just know that, you know, whatever our agenda is, it may not turn out the way that we expect it to, but it's going to turn out the way that it's supposed to, because God is, as long as you just allow God to lead the way, man, and continue to be, you know, that at the forefront of our minds and continue to stay in his word. So now, you got anything to add to that, bro? That's all I got, man.
Yeah, I really ain't got too much to add to that, man. You said that perfectly. It's just, once again, I said this before on our show. It's been a little bit, but that's why we talk sports and stuff. We love it for one thing, to watch it, but you got to understand the game too. The game of sports, in any sport, it's life, it's adversity, it's winning and then it's losing. When you lose, how you gonna win? You gonna, in life, you pray to God, and just when you lose in life or you have a bad day, you pray and, hey, God, make this day better for me, and God, just direct me the right way. And but that's the same thing in sports. Any sport, like you face that adversity, how you gonna react to it? You just gonna, because you're not making shots tonight. Jason Tatum was a fine example last night. 1 for 14 going into the fourth quarter. He thought 1 or 2 going in. Hey, he started getting hot. He didn't give up because he was not made. We are, you know, good and well, we not used to seeing Jason Tatum go 1 for 14 going into the fourth quarter. We're not used to that. So he had a bad game, but he didn't give up. I'm sure when he went at the halftime or after the third quarter, pointed his finger at the guy, put his hand across the chest, let's go, let's get it. I'd see him all the time do that, you know, before they go out on the court. So, you know, that's what sports is about. That's what life's about, and it's all about how you react to it, good or bad. And at the end of the day, give God the glory.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, man. Hey, that's all we have for y'all, man. We appreciate, again, you know, y'all letting us give y'all some inspiration. We always love to do that, like we say, each and every chance that we get on our episodes, man, and to continue to encourage everybody out there. Yeah, man, keep pushing, y'all. Keep pushing. Jumping back into, you know, our playoff talk right now. We were just discussing the Celtics and the 76ers. And so, you know, there's a pivotal game 7 coming up on tomorrow. And this is for the Eastern Conference right here, to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And again, you know, 76ers, their backs are against the wall. I think it's a lot of pressure for both teams. You know, Boston, even though they are at home, it's a lot of pressure to close out at home, even though you're comfortable. So we'll definitely, I think we're going to get a really, really good game. I think it's going to be a game that comes down to the wire. And really, it's going to be about who's going to protect the ball more, you know, at the end of the day. I feel like whoever has the ball in their hands at the end, you know, I think that's who'll win, because, you know, we've seen Harden and them with the bad turnovers, if they can protect the ball, like they have a really, really great shot. Jason Tatum's obviously not going to have another game like he had last night. I don't see that happening.
Jaylen Brown either.
Jaylen Brown either. So I don't know. I don't know what Philadelphia needs to do to get themselves motivated, but they better come into this game like focused, because I think that Boston is one of those teams. They're very streaky. They are a very streaky team. They are a very streaky team. So once they start,
they're like the Warriors. Yeah, they're like the Warriors.
Yeah,
you don't want to play them at home. You don't want to play them at home in a game 7. You don't want to do that.
No, Marcus Smart will hit a 3, and then you see Al Horford knocking them down. Then Tatum start knocking them down. Then Brogdon starts knocking down shots. Then Jaylen, like it's like
Horford only had 2 points. Yeah,
and that's not going to happen again.
Exactly, especially at home. No,
that's not going to happen again. So I don't know.
That's why I think it's over for them. If Philly had their shot, unless Embiid go for like 45, 42, and 10 and 8.
Harden has 42.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna take, because I think he didn't let they had their opportunity, and they even played bad enough for them to take the opportunity, but they didn't take advantage of it, man. So I truly, and me personally, I like Boston overall better than Philly anyway for the team, but I think Philly had their opportunity to do the upset and to take that series, but then they let it slip out their hands at home, and with all Boston's players playing not good at all, or not up to their ability. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, thanks, Mom. Mom shouted us out for our inspirational segment. Thank you, Mom. She tuning in on YouTube.
Yes, man.
Thank you, Mom. She said, "Wait on the Lord and don't stress. He knows
Thanks,
best."
Mom. Yeah.
Thank you, Mama. But yeah, man. I think I don't know. I think that Boston could very easily. On the other hand, they could run them out of the gym.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Close out game 2. Shoot.
I don't want to see that though, bro. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a blowout game 7. I think because of the fact that it's game 7, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'm gonna speak this into existence. We're not gonna watch a blowout. I can't sit through that. It's not like we got to flip through to get excited to watch. That's all we're gonna have, Miles. That's all we're gonna have.
That's the only game on tomorrow.
Game 7 is tomorrow, and that's it.
I thought it was.
I lied to you. Sunday. Tomorrow tomorrow's just the XFL championship. So if indeed there's a game, there's going to be a game 7 for Sixers and Celtics on Sunday, and if the Warriors handle business tonight and win, there also will be a game 7 with them on Sunday. So we can get two game 7.
You said it right the first time though. We're only going to get one game Sunday.
No, we're gonna get 2 games there. Okay. And I'm gonna text you. I hope you still don't go to sleep early. I want you to sit there
tonight. I'm gonna be up tonight. I ain't gotta work tomorrow. I'm good.
Oh yeah, I want you to sit there. I want you to watch the whole game, because I'm gonna text you at the end, just like I did on the other day.
Well, I knew that was gonna be a trap game. I didn't. I wanted them to win, but I knew it was gonna be a trap game. I knew Golden State might pull that off. Yeah,
they're gonna pull it out tonight too. But let's talk. Miami and New York. So can Miami close this thing out tonight? Obviously, like, it's a close one, going into halftime right now. I think that. The Knicks have come out and did what they're supposed to do and force the issue. They did have a 14-point lead at one point, but that went away pretty quickly. I think that so far they've kept the game close. They kept it tight. They haven't let Miami run away with it, which is working into their favor because it's a tight game. Now, what's going to be pivotal for them is going into the second half, making sure that they don't allow Jimmy Butler to take over, because Jimmy, he only has 9 points right now. And Bam Adebayo is their leading scorer, but we know it's only a matter of time before Jimmy Butler can really turn it on. But the Knicks, even though they're keeping this game close, Julius Randle only 5 points. That's unacceptable. Julius Randle is going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to find a way to score if they're going to win this game. I mean, Brunson's leading the way with 22, and he got R.J. Barrett with 5, but not really getting any production off their bench. They only got 9 points collectively off their bench right now between Obi Toppin and Josh Hart. They're the only two that scored on the bench.
And R.J. Barrett too. He needs to step up.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett needs to step up. I mean, he has 10 points right now. But he's going to have to do better than that. Yeah. So like I said, they're going to halftime right now. Miami's up 51-50. But yeah, this second half is going to be a tight one. Do you think that Miami is going to close this one out? It's from what we've seen in the first half so far. Do you think that Miami is going to be able to pull this out at home, or are we going to get a game 7?
I think Miami's going to pull this out at home. They're definitely the more experienced team. You got to remember this Heat team. Well, not with Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. Even the Franklin? What's his name? The Duncan. Yeah.
Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson. Yeah. And they who?
I said they were in the bubble together. They were
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They got championship experience. Yeah, man. And then you already know about Kyle Lowry. Come on now, he already got a championship with Toronto, so they definitely got the experience, and they got the coach. I mean, Eric Spoelstra coached LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, man, and they won 2 championships. So overall, I think that like Mike Wilbon said before the game, the Lakers are probably a piece and a year away from, not the Lakers, but the Knicks, sorry, are a piece away and a year away from really. They need a little bit more scoring to go along with Jalen Brunson. They need a little more scoring. Julius Randle is good, but he developed that though. Julius Randle ain't always been a scorer like he became one once he got his went to New York. But he was decent in
monumental games with 40 and stuff like that. I'm like, Julius Randle putting up 40. Like,
yeah.
What?
And I don't understand why Derrick Rose ain't getting no playing time. I don't understand. He's just sitting on the bench. I think that's bad coaching right there. I mean, you got to use your bench, man. You know what I mean?
Thibodeau is terrible for that.
Yeah, I don't think he's using his bench right. It looks like he's only using about 6 deep. 6 deep, I see coming in there, topping.
He's the reason why Derrick Rose's career ended up the way it did.
Yeah. So somebody better pick him up in the offseason before you're going to have to pay him that much.
Had Derrick Rose in the game, we were winning that game by 15 plus points. You got him in the game with 2 minutes left. Why?
Oh, that's when y'all was in Chicago, yeah.
Yes. So I hope they lose. I hope Top never wins the championship game. Championship. Because of that. I'm still that. That's his man career up. You don't even get it. Then he can't even get the decency of getting in the game. Like, it's like, but I think Derrick Rose is gone after this year.
Yeah, I think he is. This all season, I think he's gonna be a free agent. Somebody's gonna get him.
He come back to Chicago.
The way Lonzo Ball staying hurt, you might need him back there. The way Lonzo Ball staying hurt and everything.
I hope Lonzo can come back. I don't know, but we can have
Bam Adebayo.
Derrick Rose could come. Well, I don't know if he would come off the bench, but he could still ball, bro. Derrick Rose Derrick Rose's
Mm-hmm.
game is better, you know, right now from his basketball IQ standpoint. He plays a more smoother game now because
Oh
he's
yeah.
learned a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I would take Derrick Rose in
for sure.
Chicago for a return. Like I'll take that any day. And we gotta clean some stuff up anyway. So we need to get that roster together. Um, but yeah, I think Miami's gonna close it out. I think it'll
Yeah.
be tight down the stretch. I think Miami's gonna find a way to close it out. I think Jimmy is gonna do what
Jimmy
Jimmy
Bucket.
does. Yep, Jimmy Bucket's in the fourth. You know what I mean? I think he'll come alive. He said he's the thing about Jimmy. He may start off slow, but he finishes fast.
Yeah.
he very methodical in the way that he plays, and he really
He
lets the
paces
game come.
himself.
Yes,
Paces himself.
he has
Yeah.
great pace when it comes to playing the game. So I think that, like you say, it's only a matter of time before he turns it on. And I
Oh
think,
yeah,
we'll
definitely.
Miami and in Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, which I think that would be very entertaining to watch. Actually,
Oh,
um,
definitely for sure. I think Miami
especially
done beat them a couple times this year. Miami done beat them a couple times during the season. I know that for sure.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Miami's a gritty
Yeah.
team. Man. They're just a team.
Hmm.
They fight. They don't give up. So, um, yeah, I think we're gonna get a Miami and Boston Eastern Conference final. And then I already
Yeah.
made the prediction. I think the Warriors in Denver. But let's just start. Well, let me just state with this game before I make a prediction of a matchup first. Let's just see if it gets to a game seven first. But
Yeah. But
but yeah,
and who's this? I mean, I remember him in college, but now
who?
I researched him a little bit today. Jalen Brunson at Villanova.
Yeah, he was a baller. He was there with Mikal Bridges.
Yeah,
Like,
but I didn't. I
yeah,
think he done grew them dreads out and stuff. I didn't recognize him at first. You know,
yeah.
I
He
don't think
didn't
he had
have.
them dreads and stuff.
No, he didn't. He did that Villanova team was unstoppable.
Yeah, they won two national championships, and he won Player of the Year, National Player
They
of the
were
Year 1 year.
Villanova was they were dogs. That whole team. They
Okay.
had Pascal. They had to do Pascal on their team. They were deep.
Yeah. Now that I think about it,
Hey,
when I'm like, where did this kid come from, man?
I want to say DiVincenzo was on that team too.
Yeah, I remember him. The guy that plays with Chicago Warriors right now. I liked him too. I liked D. Jakenzo, whatever how you say it.
Yeah,
Jay
I say
Wright was
D.
just he was just a good coach anyway. Jay Wright was. I mean, he was just had that navy
Yeah,
blue suit
I'm
on
pretty
and them
sure he was
clean
on
cut
that.
suit. Huh?
Yep, he was. Yep, DiVincenzo was on that. Yep, he was on that team.
Yeah. I remember that year too. Yeah. And like I said, Jay Wright always kept a squad over there at Villanova, always. And
Bro, Villanova
especially
was so
guards, Kyle Lowry, you know,
boys was some beasts.
Foy. Yeah, they kept guards.
So
But
yeah,
yeah, man, that's who I got. I got Boston and Miami, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in. I got Nuggets and Lakers. That's what I got.
well,
Go ahead and lock
I'm
that
going
in.
for it. But all right, well, we gonna see, man. We're gonna see. But you got anything else to add, man, before we wrap it up and get out of here?
Nah, man, I'm good. The XFL game tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, man. Just watch that.
Hey,
Tune
yeah,
into that.
I'll tune in, man. I know it's not the NFL, but just it's football, man. It just usually get you ready. That's what I'm using it for. It's a championship football game. I'm gonna use it to get ready, get myself
And
prepared. Oh,
yeah,
NFL
because
schedule
after this,
released.
huh?
I said the NFL schedule released too.
I saw that. I didn't really look at it that well yet, but
Well, we're gonna get the Kansas City and the Lions are like one of the season openers. That's terrible. But you're gonna get Bills Jets in New York. That's one of the opening games of the year too. So those are the two.
okay.
I want to say it's a double header. Let me confirm. Well, no, it's not a doubleheader because Lions and Chiefs are the first game. It's going to start on Thursday, on the 7th. Lions at
Hendon
Chiefs.
Hooker, baby. Hendon Hooker. Come on, Hook. Go ahead and take that spot from Jared Goff. Man. No, he ain't gonna be ready. He's still gonna be hurt.
You go ahead and give Hendon Hooker. We can be. Hey, I don't think you want to do that right now.
He's still hurt. Yeah.
So, but we got that the primetime matchup. Well, that is the Monday night matchup is Bills with Jets. But we'll definitely dive deeper into like opening week. But I did want to let everybody knows the schedule's out, but I did want to just mention that about the NFL schedule being released. So definitely exciting. Rookie mini camps are going on right now. And you got training camp will be starting around July. In July.
And you got the USFL that just started too. So
USFL is going on as well. I'm pretty sure they have from. I don't know if they have a game coming on tonight, but I know that they're playing tomorrow. They probably have some games too. So, yeah, man, a lot of exciting stuff, man.
And just some of y'all fans that don't know nothing about the XFL, don't watch it like the NFL. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said today on First Take that the XFL is like 65% ex-NFL players. So you're seeing players with NFL experience. Yeah, so it's 65% of the league is ex-NFL players that want another shot at the NFL. So it ain't like you're seeing broken down talent in like arena football or nothing. This is real NFL players that's trying to get back into the league that, maybe doing the injury, maybe getting cut. I don't know, but they got talent out there. I watched some games. Yeah, they definitely got talent.
They're already on week 5 too.
What, USFL?
They're already on week 5.
Oh, wow. I thought it just started a couple weeks ago.
It did. They are literally already on week 5. Like I'm looking at the schedule right now. It's they're on week 5. So it's 2 games tomorrow. They usually do 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. That's how they do it. 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. So yeah, man. But hey, that's all we got, man. You want to say goodbyes, bro, before we get up out of here?
First and foremost, I always give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man, who strengthens me, my family, my friends, everything. The show that keeps it going, giving us the platform. Appreciate it. You sharing it with me, VJ. Of course. Go Lakers. And you already know, go Vols. Woo!
Hey, man, look, like Miles said, man, thank God, for this opportunity each and every week that he gives us to come on here and do what we love to do. Thank you all for joining in, man, and constantly supporting and rocking with us and continue to do that, man. And again, we love to to chime in with y'all, man. Make sure when you're watching, drop some comments in the chats and everything like that, man. We love to interact with people while you're viewing. So feel free to comment, and make sure you go follow us No Sports Talk Show on Facebook. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel at the No Sports Talk Show. If you just search that, you see the logo in the top corner right there. That's how you know you got the right channel. So make sure you go follow, like, subscribe, and make sure you share with other people, man. Again, man, we appreciate everybody. Hope y'all have a great.
We're gonna have Instagram coming soon. We have Instagram coming soon.
Coming soon, man. So stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, y'all have a great weekend, man, and enjoy. And as always, man, roll tide.
Yes, sir.